Sports Pregame Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal as the NBA season begins to pick up steam. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Hey Shaq, once upon a time you had the Lakers signing Steve Nash and Dwight Howard to go with Kobe Bryant, all kind of expectations, and then nothing really materialized out of it. What do you make of that whole situation?
Well, you know, the Lakers needed that second star to help Kobe out, and unfortunately Nash or Dwight Howard could provide that. You know, Kobe really can't make a mediocre team great anymore. So, you know, right now it's just a rebuilding process for the Lakers, but you know, maybe somebody upstairs could perform a little bit of magic and bring in a couple of big-name players to get the Lakers back on top.
Almost time to tip this thing off. Let's get to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. In a one-game homestand for the Warriors, as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And a year ago, they avoided any mistakes winning the season series against this club.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center position.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Russell dishes to Randall. Fades away. And the shot is long. Steve mentioned the success they had against them in their contest a year ago. They did exactly what they needed to do against them.
Yep, it was a solid performance from them. Most times they got together. They should have them feeling good about their chances today. You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing at times.
Shot's good.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Thompson right side. Right wing. Nobody near Barnes. Drains the three-pointer.
As you said with the Lakers, last year their defense was near the bottom in a lot of categories. Opponents averaged almost 110 points on them.
Now, here is Russell. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. Hibbert with a screen on Curry. Clock at 6. Clarkson kicks to Russell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, it was a bit of a mix between effort and planning and personnel for the Lakers and their defensive struggles.
Well, they would give up the most points in the paint and fast break points over the course of the season, and you give up easy chances like that, you're not winning.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position, rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
12 seconds of the shot clock. 12.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barnes passes to Kerr. 6 to shoot. Releases. The shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Clarkson, that's good on the jump shot.
Assist from Russell.
Here's Thompson. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. In low to Bogut. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Hibbert. The Lakers trail. And Kobe, here we go. Again, the Lakers.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Coach is liking Clark. What he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, and really a nice pace to their offense.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's Hibbert. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. They kick it out to Green. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Here's Clarkson. Now here's Hibbert. The pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Bryant. There's the 3. Kept alive. Randall. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Julius Randle had a great freshman season at Kentucky. Amazingly consistent and dominant at times. But he still saw his stock fall a little bit. Concerns about his lack of length. He struggled at times to finish oversized. He didn't come up with a great number of steals or block shots. And the question is, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? We'll see, but I think he's going to be a productive pro.
And Randall struggled at times to finish over length. The low rate of steals and blocks, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? That's been the question.
I don't have the answer to that, but it's certainly a good question. I mean, teams like their bigs to do 4 things: defend the rim, space the floor, rebound, and score inside. We know Randall can handle the last 2. Time will tell if he can get things done in the former 2.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Russell kicks to Clarkson. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Green with a screen for Curry. Soft touch off the glass.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert, and he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year, and now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint, and then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thank you, Doris. Kobe with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Hibbert with a screen on Barnes. Bryant drives in. Randall. Here's Clarkson. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. Curry dishes to Green. Over to the wing. Nobody near Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Lakers trail by 7. Outside, Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Outside, Bryant. 6 to shoot. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But when he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
Shooting for Golden State.
And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender. And he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
And he knocks down the first one.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
Good on both. And Steve, with Klay, not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Man, one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. And now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. It's going to be Bogut shooting. Boy, Hibbert picks one up. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Randall, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
Now here is Bogut, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Shot's good. Bogut's got 5 now.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market. It's one of the top 2 markets in the country, and it is a basketball town. You look at the TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. Worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. So that gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Black's checked in for the Lakers. Young comes in for Russell. Now, here is Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. And the question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
He's checked in for Draymond Green. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. The chosen one, he's checked in for Bryant. Thompson passes to Curry. They set the pick. Spates with a screen on Williams. Curry against Williams. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's P, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry.
One shot.
Well, everyone knew that the Warriors were going to be a team on the rise after their deep run in 2013. Steve, you saw it firsthand, and they climbed to the ranks of the best in the West in 2014.
Well, they didn't end up where many had hoped, which would have been in the top 4 of the conference, but they were powerful at times and tough to stop. And in the West, they still finished 6th. It just shows you the depth of the conference.
And the Lakers with another miss. Warriors leading by 17. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Spates sets a screen. Williams against Thompson. Lets a floater go. Here's Spates. Drops in the layup for 2. Spates has got his first points of the night.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now here's Williams. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Back to Young. Young left side. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And to be fair to the Warriors, 6th in the West is still a pretty significant accomplishment when you consider how many really good teams are out there in the Western Conference. A 50-win season is great, but when it only gets you the 6th seed, that's the problem.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Back to Williams. Pass to the chosen one. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And for the Warriors, yes, they finished 6th in the West last year, but they can compete with anyone in the conference with their shooting. In fact, they hit about 40% of their threes against Western Conference teams last year.
Now here's Iguodala. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's P, and he banks in the layup. P's got 5.
A team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Williams passes to Black. Back to Williams. Young from outside. A putback, a follow-up flush.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch, you gotta love it.
Here is Livingston. Iguodala, right side. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Williams. And it's Iguodala missing.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He passes to Thompson. And there's the rejection.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Young, here we go.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Yeah, very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
That one is off. Brown is checked in for Brandon Bass. And he sinks the second. 26 seconds left to play in the first. Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here's Iguodala outside. Another miss by Iguodala.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
Nobody near Williams. Tries again. Black. No good on the buzzer beater. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 14. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
The new season in the NBA rolls on. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Live next Thursday night. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
Lakers trail by 14. And a chance here to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Clarkson is out there with Bryant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Randall. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Iguodala's drive. And he gets it to go.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
That takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Andre Iguodala, one of the elite athletes in the NBA. Great ball handler, and when he gets to the rim, he's right up there with LeBron James as far as being one of the most high percentage finishers in the league.
You You know, as great as Iguodala's strength and athleticism are, I think it's his IQ for the game that really sets him apart. I mean, you see all of that in his alertness and anticipation defensively, and also in his playmaking on the offensive end.
Kobe can't hit.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Lakers trail by 17. Well, and for Iguodala, the savvy off-the-court two guys, one of the attractions, Steve, for him playing in the Bay Area, connecting with the area's innovators and the venture capitalists.
So he's a bright guy. And, you know, back in 2011 during the labor negotiations, he actually spent time interning with a major bank. So I mean, this is a guy with a bright future beyond basketball.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Well, Julius Randle, drafted out of Kentucky after one season. He fits that classic power forward mold. 6'9", strong, physical, great rebounder, and scores with his back to the basket.
First one falls for him. And Randle, regarded as a good outside shooter in high school, didn't really show that, though, at Kentucky.
And I think he wants to show that he can be a floor spacer at the NBA level, but it may take some time. That would really help him offensively because he is a tad undersized at the power forward spot. So being able to shoot it from the perimeter would go a long way in his development.
So he gets them both.
Well, you always talk about what an incredible home court advantage it is for the Warriors here at Oracle, and that is not going to change anytime soon. This team is on another level in front of this crowd.
Now here's Iguodala. Green with a screen for Iguodala. Another miss by Curry.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
No matter the score in this building, Clark, the Warriors are always a danger to either come back in a game or explode for a big lead.
Kevin, because of their ability to knock down the three-point shot, they're never out of a game, and they can really explode and get away from teams. I don't know if there's a team that has that kind of firepower in the league from the three-point line.
Brown kicks to Clarkson. Outside, Kobe. Hibbert with a screen on Barnes. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Barnes dishes to Bogut. Feeds it to Barnes. Outside for Curry. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Iguodala no good. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Kings in Sacramento.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for them to get that victory.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Steph Curry's such an incredible outside shooter. He makes impossible shots look easy. Draymond Green said he expects those shots to go in. He said, I'm, quote, amazed when he doesn't make it. Nonetheless, it's still amazing. I guess that's a contradiction. I'm used to seeing it, but it never gets old. Kevin, I bet we can agree with that.
No doubt, Doris. One of the best shows in basketball. Thank you. Here's Clarkson following the basket by Stephen Curry. Off the screen, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Well, the Lakers were coming into the season with only about $11 million in salary committed, a chance to attract 2 max free agents, but then they gave Kobe Bryant that 2-year, $50 million extension. So that seems to possibly postpone the rebuild that the Lakers have by maybe 2 more years.
Free throw good, Russell.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Randle passes to Russell. Outside, Kobe. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter. And a great player like Kobe Bryant, who spent Clark his entire career with one team, he deserves to retire a Laker. He feels that way, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I feel exactly the same way. You love to see guys who had the impact on a team and on the league the way Kobe has, as a box office draw and winning. You'd like to see those guys be one-team guys, and I'd be surprised if Kobe's not in that category. In 2016, though, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant hit free agency. Might be some forward thinking going on here as well, partner.
Here's Green, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. And Curry, here we go. Bogut kicks to Green, lets it fly, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
Boy, don't you just admire that tenacity he shows out on the floor.
Lakers trail by 14. Russell kicks to Kobe. The dish to Hibbert. Kobe, the pass to Hibbert. Goes up the baseline, and he gets it to go. Hibbert's got his first 2 points. Warriors leading by 12. Iguodala left side. Curry against Russell. It's Curry with the drive. Nice work there coming off the screen. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one.
Kobe kicks to Russell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting fives, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting five was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
And that one misses.
And I think, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry. But when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, the coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
Good on the second free throw.
And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office, and they knew that was a priority.
Now here's Curry. 29 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him. I mean, they kept sending him to the line over and over again because, when you can't stop a guy, you got to foul him. That's what they did.
And the Lakers with possession here. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Russell with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Kobe misses. Warriors leading by 13. Kicks it to Barnes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation, coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
The first one falls.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
Barnes hits them both.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch four and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale. Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Iguodala outside. Curry kicks to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. Kobe against Curry. Rejected by Kobe. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Spates checked in for Golden State. And then for Los Angeles, Blacks checked in for Hibbert. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in three-point shooting, 4th in assists. And they also showed up in the top 5 in blocks. A good, solid team at the defensive end of the floor.
And how about the spacing that we saw from this team last year, Clark? You mentioned the three-point shooting in the top 5 in terms of field goal percentage from long range. And I think it was a direct result of great unselfish play. And it helps when you can employ that inside-out game. You know, attack a team in the paint and then kick it out for that three-point shot.
You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be in. They brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him. So he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And, you know, I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
First free throw is good. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, injuries as well. And just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
Now here's Curry. He's got 16. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Russell passes to Black. Russell, a screen on Spates. Back to Russell. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the back end.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
That shot wide open. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, even with the double team, he had the vision to find the open man.
Outside, Russell. On the wing, Bryant. No one near him. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Curry against Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And he knocks down the first one. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
Here's the chosen one. Can't get it to go. Curry against Williams. It's stolen by Bass. The chosen one passes to Williams. Bass dishes to Williams. Young outside. Over to the left wing. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Young. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Young's got 6.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that night.
And here are the Warriors now, after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson from long range. Another shot. No good from Spates. Lakers trailed by 19. Williams with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Bass can't get it to go. And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Steve Kerr choosing to coach the Warriors. I've said this many times, said Kerr. This is the best fan base in the NBA. The 2007 clinching win over Dallas was the best atmosphere I've ever felt in my life. As a broadcaster, even as a player, I've never seen anything like that. Guys, he wanted to coach in that environment.
They're loud every night. Thank you, Doris.
Lou Williams now about 2 years removed from his ACL tear, and a lot of times you can play a year but really not feel 100% until the following season. So hopefully he gets back to the level we saw him in Philadelphia.
The first one falls.
And you talk about Williams in Philadelphia, the Sixers really featured him in their offense with great quickness coming off screens. Boy, he was a terrific scoring sub off the bench.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. And Williams drops them both. And for Williams, so much of his game built around his quickness. Getting healthy could make Clark, I think, a huge difference.
And that's certainly the hope, Kevin. Traded away by his home team, the Atlanta Hawks. No doubt motivated to prove he can still contribute at a high level.
Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Iguodala. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Young outside, and there's the feed to Williams. Back to Young. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot from free throw range. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Young's got 5 points in the quarter. Here is Livingston. 58 seconds left now here in the second, and they call an illegal screen here.
What a moment to check out Klay Thompson here. How his season went last year. Last year, he averaged about 18 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve, someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability.
Now here's Williams. Passes it to Young. Young left side. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Here's Spates. He kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Livingston. Back to Thompson. Trying to get back on track. And it's Thompson again missing. Outside Williams. Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 20 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Lakers trail by 15.
You know, Golden State historically has always been a dangerous offensive team, but it's really their defensive improvement that triggered their elevation into the upper echelon of the NBA now.
Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut, and it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Just 2 to shoot. Kobe, no good. Warriors leading by 15. And the defensive improvement for Golden State has kind of been piece by piece. They've had the right spread, and obviously, Steve, a healthy Andrew Bogut has helped.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with what they've done the last couple of years in terms of their attitude, their personnel, the mindset to become more defensive-minded, and a much better rebounding club as well.
Randall with the bucket.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Curry. Dishes to Thompson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The pass to Clarkson. So the wing on the left. Bogut against Hibbert. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Now here is Bogut. He's got 5. Curry with it. Picked up by Bryant. The offensive rebound. Bogut banked in off the glass. Bogut's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
Bryant against Barnes. And Bryant kicks to Russell. An easy 2 points on the layup. He has 5.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now, here's Curry. 20 points for him. There's the bucket. Good.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
And the Lakers call time here.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. The fourth spot is held by Roy Hibbert.
I think he cares more about shot blocking than any other element of his game, guys. Takes so much pride in it. That's why he was where he was on that list.
Lakers trail by 14. Russell passes to Hibbert. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He was more of a loner. And as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to really engage his teammates for the good of the team.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. The free throw drops for Kobe.
And Kobe Bryant, I think we've noticed, becoming less guarded in interviews, seems to be a little more open and forthcoming and authentic. And I think that's helped him express his personality both with teammates and the public. And I find it to be kind of refreshing and a good thing.
Both free throws good for Bryant. And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons.
Warriors leading by 12. Curry kicks to Bogut. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. That one goes. Count it.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Lakers trail by 14. Russell kicks to Kobe. A baseline J, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kobe Bryant last season selected by the fans as an all-star starter, but due to injury was unable to participate. That robbed him of the record for consecutive all-star appearances, which would have been 16 for him.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And Kobe Bryant, 4th in career scoring.
Well, with the chance this season, if he stays healthy, to pass MJ, Michael Jordan, for 3rd all-time, what an accomplishment that would be for Kobe.
Both free throws good for Bryant.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. 13 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Russell with it. 5 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Lakers working the ball around now. That's good. Clarkson's got 6 points.
And he was 1 step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Russell against Curry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And here's a look at some numbers for Roy Hibbert. Last season's performance for him. He averaged about 10 points a game, just over 2 blocks and 6 rebounds. And and on both ends of the floor, he's the guy they look to take up space inside.
You know, the thing I like about him is he's a big man underneath, and he plays like a big man. He gives you everything you want from a player of his size.
And he makes the first. Stephen Curry hits them both.
You know, sports medicine, really a key part to keeping NBA players on the court. It's getting so advanced, as are most things when it comes to performance and performance enhancement. But I read recently that they've discovered a new knee ligament. I think they'd have it all mapped out by now, but apparently not. They continue to make new discoveries.
Here's Curry following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Outside Green. Outside Curry. To the wing on the left. A three from Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his third assist on the night. Clarkson passes to Randall. Great D that time from Green.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Got that one up quick. And that's 13 points for Barnes.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Hibbert with a screen on Thompson. Here's Clarkson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, how'd he get that thing to go?
When you're hot, you're in fuego.
Curry dishes to Green. And he makes good on the layup. Lakers trail by 18. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. Inside. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 17 points for Kobe Bryant.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Now here's Curry. He has 30. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
How about the three-point thing so far, guys? Amazing.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Brown is checked in for the Lakers. That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Bryant's shot is off.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Barnes against Brown. Green passes to Barnes. Feeds it to Bogut. Over to the wing. Thompson against Kobe. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
my, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
Here's Thompson after the basket by the Lakers. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Brown's got his third rebound tonight. Bryant against Thompson. Kobe attacking. Brown dishes to Kobe. Lakers passing it around beyond the arc. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
You got to respect him out there. He can hit that shot.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Now Curry. 30 points in the game. Green passes to Curry. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Back to Kobe. And here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Hibbert with a screen for Bryant. Off the pick. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. 22 is their biggest lead.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. And the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Now here's Curry. That's good. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Thompson against Kobe. Goes up to the stripe. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
And he gets it to go. 15 points for Barnes.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Pass to Bryant. Hibbert with a screen on Thompson. Hibbert with a screen for Bryant. Pass to Hibbert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
The free throw drops for Kobe. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. P comes in for Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. The chosen one comes in for Randall. Young's checked in for Brown. And it's Williams in for Russell. And he makes both free throws.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunity.
Spates with a screen on Young. Pass to B. In low to Spates. It's deflected. Now here's Kobe. 19 points in the game. The kick out to Young. There's the dish to Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors leading by 20. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Livingston kicks to Spates. He feeds it to Livingston. 5 to shoot. Here's P. Goes back up. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
And that one falls for Spates.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Black's checked in for Kobe. And both free throws good for Spates. Here's Williams. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks to Young. And the pass to the chosen one. Back to Young. Green for 2 points. Young's got 10 points in the game. In Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
And the Lakers have possession, following the score by Golden State. And Young kicks to Williams. Pass to the chosen one. Clock at 6. Young against Iguodala. Young with no one around. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Iguodala kicks to Green. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the wing. He passes to Spates. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Fires the 3. There's the bucket. Good. Iguodala's got his second basket of the night.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Friday, November 7th, Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Don't miss it.
Warriors leading by 23. So for the Lakers right now, Brandon Bass is out there with the chosen one. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then it's Young, and it's Black in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Green. Now the feed to Livingston. That's good. Livingston's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. The Lakers shooting around 41% on the night. Williams dishes to Young. Bass with it. Young passes to the chosen one. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Got that one up quick. That's 7 points for P.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now.
Here's Young, following the score by Golden State. From deep. That's good.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU. Pick and pop, power forward. That mid-range shot is the strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years as well.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And then for Los Angeles, Randall's checked in for Bass. And it's Clarkson in for the chosen one. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Williams against Thompson. Here's Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And Bass is much more of an offensive-minded big man. At 6'8", he's not a big-time defender or rebounder. His job really is to space the floor and put points on the board.
Now here's Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Spades with a screen on Williams. Here's Curry. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half. And Brandon Bass earning the nickname No Pass Bass. Steve, more career turnovers than assists.
Yeah, but that's his role, Kevin. You know, when he's open, knock it down. And what I like about Bass is that he has improved his defense considerably. The last couple of years with Doc Rivers in Boston, that was something that Doc really emphasized.
That's good. That's 36 points for Steph Curry.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Shots good from Young.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now Spates. It's Curry with the drive and another basket for Golden State.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Randall kicks to Clarkson. He dishes it to Young. Here's Clarkson, guarded by Curry. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Iguodala outside. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Stolen away. Here's the break. Here's Clarkson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
The first free throw is good. And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax, and Clark and I talk about it all the time. It's an incremental system. Clark, you know, it starts at 150% and above the $15 million over the cap. The tax is 325%.
And Kevin, that's before you get into the repeater penalties. If a team pays the luxury tax 4 out of 5 seasons in a row, you tack on another 100%. Those numbers could even affect big market teams.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Thompson dishes to Curry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Jason Thompson, 6'11", out of Rider College. Not a big-time program, but he was well-known coming out of that school because of his ability and his size. And he's proven to be a pretty solid NBA player. Very well-rounded game.
And the first one at the line is good. And Jason Thompson able to step outside and hit a jump shot from time to time.
Yeah, and he's a good, solid shooter and scorer, Kevin. Not a great free throw shooter, though, but he does finish inside. I liked him. I liked him at Rider, and I like what I've seen of him so far in the pros.
And both free throws good for Curry. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
He kicks it to Spates. And the Warriors miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The 11-footer. He shoots again. Randall no good.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Thompson kicks to Spates. Spates with a screen on Brown. Now here's Spates. Not a lot of room. It's Thompson off the drive. With some arc, and he gets it to go.
And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern, and I would say amen to that.
"16 feet away, and it's Thompson again missing."
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Clarkson kicks to Brown. From the arc, here's Randall, and they convert at last on attempt number 3. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter. Spates sets a screen. Curry kicks to Spates. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And it's Thompson again missing.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. You want to make sure that the last 2 teams standing are truly the best in the NBA.
Here's Curry following the 3 by the Lakers. It's Thompson off the drive. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
First one falls for him. And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Draymond Green comes in for Thompson. And it's Barnes in for Wallace. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Lakers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The shot by Bryant, no good.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
That one goes. Count it.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Russell against Curry. Russell passes to Kobe. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Bogut, and he converts the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Here is Russell. Outside Bryant. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 6th assist on the night.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The 3-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Off the screen. Here's Green. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these 2 teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
And it's Russell missing. Golden State's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guards. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
Now here's Barnes. Out to Thompson. Clock at 2. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 14 points now in the second half.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Hibbert against Bogut. Hibbert dishes to Kobe. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Kobe's got 23 points. Point guard, definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, and what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Bogut the pass to Pete. Dishes it to Livingston. Feeds to Bogut. A second chance effort. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 13 points for Andrew Bogut.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And it's Brown missing. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Livingston passes to Pete.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2, 1-1-1 finals format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5 at home. Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
They set the screen. .121 left here in the fourth quarter. Thompson passes to P. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Another three for Golden State. And now with Clark, every NBA team flying charter flights, travel much less of a concern with that 2-2, 1-1-1 format.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact we went back to that. It makes a lot of sense in this day and age, and you don't give an advantage or disadvantage to either team. So very good to go back to that. And with the league showing a willingness to increase travel a little bit for the good of the game, it makes you wonder if you'll see a top 16 interconference playoffs. Again, I've already voiced I'm not in favor of that, but I think it's something that has been discussed at least a little bit.
Livingston, no luck.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Russell dishes to Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Brown against Thompson. Releases. Again, the miss by Kobe. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Barnes passes to Livingston. The dish now to Thompson. He feeds it to Livingston. Pass to Barnes. Puts it up. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre Iguodala. And what's the key for you guys to have games like you did tonight as you look to the upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys be ready to play.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, they shut out the noise and just play.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.